backyard, getting a little local coffee sip in as I'm sitting down with one of my heroes, Kathy Peterson, who is the executive director, a couple other titles at Learning Together. Kathy, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
For those of you who don't know about Learning Together, it has a 40-year history of being children with learning disabilities right here in our backyard in downtown Raleigh. And I'm going to let Kathy tell you more specifically what it does.
Well, Learning Together is a developmental day preschool. We're an inclusion program, so we have children with disabilities and without disabilities learning side by side. And the example I always use is, Robert, do you have an older brother or sister or younger brother or sister?
2 older brothers, yes, ma'am.
Okay, that means you walked faster, you talked faster, you did everything faster because you had them to model. That's how it works with our kids. Children with delays following typically developing children, they model faster. But it's really interesting the flip side. Why would a child with a typically developing child benefit within this setting? And they learn empathy, leadership, and understanding of differences. So both children learn together, which is what we're all about.
Well, that's fantastic. I only learned about you 2 years or so ago, but y'all have a rich and thorough history here in Raleigh.
We've been serving children in Southeast Raleigh for more than 45 years, and in the Crosby Garfield Building for the last 35.
Wow, that's fantastic. And tell us a little bit about some of the things that y'all are doing during the quarantine to keep services going for these kids.
Well, we have an amazing group of teachers. Now we're dealing with children between the ages of 18 months and 5 years old. And Zoom meetings are rather interesting, but our teachers have been conducting classes by Zoom. I had a chance to sit in on the virtual circle time with the sunflowers the other day, and it was very interesting. I got a chance to meet some moms, some dogs, some back of heads. But it was really exciting to see how the teacher engaged these children in a show and tell, basically talking about their things. And it was neat to watch how the kids would talk to each other through the screens. It was fascinating. And we were only able to accomplish that because we had the technology. And that is really something I'm very proud of. We had our children, we have 69 children with developmental delays, and we had 20 of them that have no technology. And to be able to serve them through Wake County Public School System, they need an 8-inch tablet. iPhone won't work. So how do you get that kind of equipment to a child who doesn't have it? And we put out a call to our supporters and our Amazon wish list, and in 4 days, we had all 27 items from our very generous folks. So I managed to get those out, programmed, and we got them out to the teachers and the children, and they started learning on Tuesday of last week.
That is fantastic and very powerful for in 4 days to fill that gap. And you have classes every day then, you know?
The teachers alternate. They have some great things. They have things posted all the time. Like one of our teachers has her surprise box that she posts. So she posts a new video every morning for the kids to check out. They do have virtual circle time.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have time one-on-one. But what's also interesting is we're actually delivering our therapy, occupational and speech therapy, through teleconferencing, basically Zoom meetings, which I had not thought about. So our kids are still getting not only their education, but their critical therapy services too.
Well, that really truly is the power of local, a nonprofit right here in our backyard servicing these kids and on the fly filling expensive technology gaps, you know, most every night. How do you do that, Kathy?
Well, we have a great group of supporters. I mean, it was interesting when the technology came in, where it came in from. We came from board members, it came from grandparents, it came from individuals that were have served with as volunteers. So it was really amazing to me and very exciting to see where all this technology came from. People who haven't had a contact with us for several years, their generosity. So that tells me we made a real impact on people's lives, whether they were a volunteer or a student or a parent. For that kind of response was really, I found it wonderful.
I bet it just fills your heart with glee and happiness. I was sorry to say I was ready to sponsor as a mortgage professor your rock, paper, scissors. Can you give us an update on that fundraiser?
Well, don't assume it's gone yet. Rock, paper, scissors our signature event, and it was scheduled to be March 21st. So as you can imagine, we didn't have that because of the stay-at-home order that happened. But right now, we're working on some ways to keep people engaged in a fun and friendly way in the weeks leading up to it. We will have the event again. I have no doubt. It may look different than before, but be on the lookout for some fun things across our social media and our website so that you can practice your rock, paper, scissors skill and get a chance to thank so many of the wonderful folks who've supported us. So be on the lookout. You're going to see some fun things about our rock, paper, scissors event.
Well, I am on the lookout. Proud to be a sponsor of that. My son and I play rock, paper, scissors, and there is some skill to it. I have to say, after a while, I've learned a couple tricks, just enough to be dangerous. So I'm very excited about that. And you and I were talking last year and early this year about a local heroes program. I hope we're still focused on that.
Absolutely. We had created a program called Power of Local Heroes. Excuse me a second. Power of Local Heroes. And you know that happens when you're at home, working from home, and your husband, who normally works here, decides it's very helpful to shut the door. I think that doesn't work so well. So let me go back to Power of Local Heroes. It's our program where we are inviting small business to help support us in a year-round way. And it's an exchange. Learning together as a small business, how can we support the companies in our area? One of the things we've worked to do is post information on the restaurants in Raleigh that are open and the services that are available. And that collaborative way of supporting each other is a wonderful way. We are all the same community.
We really are. Local businesses, local artists, and local nonprofits are really a brethren. You know, we all start similarly with a passion to create or serve, and then we all have to learn how to budget and run it as a business. And we're very proud to be alongside Learning Together, which again has a 45-year history of serving our backyard. So you really are a leader in this. And I will do a call to action for any other local business owners who have not joined or considered being a part of Learning Together's Local Heroes. It really is an interesting program, and it really is collaborative. Learning Together knows what it means to be the little guy. They can't just call up a big bank and get a $100,000 grant. Isn't that right, Kathy?
It is. Like I said, it is the local community that makes it so important. I mean, we have been here for a long time, and we're actually looking out for our friends. We've had so much support, really, and we want to give that back to the community. And I miss our kids, and I want everyone to meet them because they're pretty amazing. I'd be really happy to leave my family and go back to my Learning Together family as soon as possible. We miss them.
I'm anxious to see you guys too. In the interim, how do we get in touch with you, or if we want to help out with a donation, what's the best way to reach out to Learning Together?
Our best way is our Learning Together website, which is www.learningtogether.org. We also have a Facebook presence under Learning Together North Carolina and a Twitter. So we are definitely getting out the word to people, and we'd love to have you participate. It's kind of fun. Come watch the videos with the kids. And again, look out for those exciting things coming with rock, paper, scissors.
Well, I'll certainly be on the lookout. I can't wait to get back to the school. It just fills my heart with joy to sit down in the cafeteria or to the halls and see these kids in that small classes with great teachers. It's just a heartwarming experience, and I look forward to it. And I thank you for joining me, Kathy. And Raleigh, I urge you to reach out to Learning Together. They have a 45-year history of serving kids in our backyard. They do wonderful things. Kathy Peterson, Learning Together, all this more is right here in your backyard. Let's wave them out, Kathy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.